Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One more time. Welcome in to episode number 2 of the Empty Pockets Challenge on the Piney Acres map. We have been busy a little bit just for the half an hour like I promised. We played for half an hour last episode and I played a half an hour off camera. So we are at 11 o'clock in the morning on August 1st and I cut some trees up. So first and foremost, we're going to sell some trees and we are going to go that. But as I promised, as always, I want to get you guys up in the air and I want to show you what we've got planned. Every episode we're going to do this and turn that on so that you guys can see what we got going on. As you can see, we started making a road through, right? And we're going to come this way. Let me turn this down. We're going to go all the way up straight through with our road all the way to the shop. Okay? So that we can start clearing here. You saw where we cleared here last time. And then we're going to come right around. And this will be our first field right here. Okay, we're going to come down here. From right there was our road. Let me get up higher so you can see where we've been cutting in a little bit better. You can see how we're making our roadway right there. That'll be where we're going to come straight down through here. And that'll be our first piece of property. And then our farm, we're going to try to build in this little section right in here. So that's where we got going on. And then we got everything going. So I kind of liked that. It was kind of neat little 30-minute episode. We may do that again today depending on how I feel. Like I said before, we are not going to limit ourselves to any kind of length, any kind of things like that. So we're just going to go until we feel it. If it's 30 minutes, it's 30 minutes. If it's an hour, it's an hour. We'll go from there. But first thing we're going to do, we have to save up because what I want to do is what I'm having problems with is stacking these logs. So first and foremost, what I want to build up doing is to get, I think it might be under miscellaneous. There it is. I want to save up for the international dozer like this, okay, so that we can stack these logs better. So we have $140,000 to get to, and that way when we cut the trees, if they're all different kind of wonky, things like that, we can push them into a nice little pile. Plus, we'll be able to use that thing when we get over to our mining operation because, as I stated in a few comments today, we had some most wonderful, amazing comments on the first episode. I picked this map for a couple of reasons. One, it's got lots and lots and lots of trees on it, so we can continue to just always have something to do. And there's Fury talking in threes again, so you guys know who I am. So those of you who've been around my channel any length of time, I tend to do that a lot. It's just the way I talk. I'm sorry, I apologize, but it is what it is. But it gives us always something to do. Even if it's winter and when we're waiting on crops, we can always cut trees. We've got the big rock section over there. We can always mine out some rocks. There's some mods that I'm going to be putting into the game from some of our wonderful, amazing family members. For those of you who are new to my channel and have subscribed recently, you would realize that... oops, I could turn it back on again. I don't call you guys subscribers. I call you family members because obviously you know more about me than I do about you. So it's just like a real family. We treat everybody with respect and kindness and love. And I don't care about what your personal beliefs are. Everybody is welcome here. We just do. The only thing I ask is that we keep all of our personal sections out of the game. We're here to talk farm sim and video games and life, but we're not allowed to talk politics. Let me shut that off and go sell this. So that's all I ask. Come in, be yourself, be who you are. You're always welcome. I don't care what race, creed, color you are. It does not matter to me. What your religious affiliation is, it does not matter to me. But everybody's got their personal opinions and we keep them to ourselves. That's all we do. We just come in, we talk about ourselves. We can talk about ourselves all we want, but we just want to make sure that we're not pushing anything on anybody, and that's all I ask. And that's it. Otherwise, all are welcome. As you can see, I fixed this truck. This is one I showed you guys the other day. You can drive this thing pretty much flat out if you'd like. Now, the other thing that I did fix on it is I took the horsepower down from, see how I'll show you. I took the horsepower down from about 800 down to about 350, and I made it, see how it leans, but you can turn it pretty sharp. I mean, we're going 30 miles an hour, and see how it leans, and then it won't tip over. See that? So what I did is, you see the tires. Let's get in here so you can see it. I put the tires with a lot more downforce on them, so that when there's weight on it, it tends to push into the ground a little bit on purpose. And then I also set it up because when the original mod author had it where it didn't even show you in the truck, I've got it set up to where it'll show us in the truck now. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like it. I did well on it, but I won't release it because you guys can get this version off of King's Mods, the original version, but it's not going to do this. It's going to flip over. It's going to do the things that it wants to do, and it's just fine. Mod author did a wonderful job. We have to give them credit where credit is due. Get this off here, and then those few top logs will not sell off there, but bang, and then we do that. Catch it, and then bang. Now, I also wanted to show you that inside this shop over here is our pressure washer and our work thing here. I think it's in here. Yep. Right here is where you bring it. That's where you go to fix and buy your equipment if you want to. You bring your trucks right in here. So we've already got a shop on the farm. So we're going to have two different areas for our farm. We're going to have this. We're also going to have the area down there. I think I'm going to put my animals down there and more of our shop and sheds up this way so that we can actually go. And then over in the rock section, you guys remember that, we're going to have our mining operation. So the cool thing is, like I told a couple of our awesome, amazing, fantastic family members, machine heads, as I call you guys, we're going to this series is going to have a little bit of everything on it. It's going to have some mining, it's going to have some logging, it's going to have some legit farming on it, it's going to have animals on it, it's going to have everything on it, it's going to have some factories on it, it's going to have a little bit of everything, so that if you can't, you should be able to find something that you enjoy on this series. Now you can see how it will slow it down. See how as I went around the corner? I didn't even let off the gas. It just goes. So that's what I was fixing. Watch. See, and as I turn the corner, it just slows it down automatically. There. And she doesn't fishtail anymore. And then we'll get this load. And then we'll take this up and sell these 3 loads. We'll cut 3 more trees, I think 4 more trees up there. To make that pile, and then we'll sell that one, and we'll go from there. See how much we can get done within a maybe 25-30 minute video, and we'll go from there. And then whatever I record, I will record the same amount of time off camera so that it's all good, and that's where we're going. And if it ends up being a few more episodes to be for a game day, so be it. We're not in a hurry. We're not caring. Them days are over. You guys know. You guys are over. But as far as aesthetics goes to this truck, I did not change anything except for the log length. I allowed it to fit 6 or 7 meters, and I may change it to fit 6, 7, or 8 meters. But now, if I do decide to change the aesthetics of it, then I'm actually changing the mod. I will give the original mod author his credit, or her credit, whoever did it. As you can see, I'm not letting off the gas at all. I love this truck. It doesn't tip over now, and it hauls the truck really good because a lot of people cut their logs at 8 meters, and I want them to be able to use it. So I may make it public, but I want to make sure that everybody is covered in the sense of they get the mod author, but I may change the aesthetics of it. Like I may change what it looks like, if you know what I mean. There we go. There's always one log. When you put 7 trees in there, there's always one. But we're up to 64,000. We have to get to 140 to get that, and we'll have our first piece of equipment that we saved up for. We do not have a loan. I don't believe we don't have one. I don't think we do. We started on Farm Manager. Nope, no loan. So we're negative 1,400,000 and something in the hole, though. I also changed it. If you watch the rear steering, watch. I'll get right in here if I can. Watch the rear wheel, the very last wheel. So I did that. That helps with the tipping over. It matches the front wheels. So whichever way you turn, that wheel's going to turn it. So it'll turn really, as you can see, look at our lines. We're doing like a figure 8 here. It turns pretty dope. So what kind of video did you put out today, Fury? Well, I put out doing figure 8s. We just put out a bunch of videos just driving around in a truck. As you can tell, when I mod, I'm very proud of it. I do a lot of work on it behind the scenes. I do a lot of work on mapping. Generally speaking, I think it was, I want to respond to Why Not Gaming. He's a really good friend of the channel. He made a great comment to me today about how he was excited about this new series and things like that. I was heartbroken, guys and gals. Oh, you know what? We're done with that pile, so we got to catch up and cut a few more trees. And I think it's down here. Yeah, 23. We got to go to 27. I think this is 3 trees here. I think. All right. But yeah, I was heartbroken to get rid of the oaks because I am a really good friend and I really believe that Farm Sim Briscoe is one of the best map makers out there. Now, there's a lot of them, so I don't want to get into that, but he's a really good map maker and he does work very hard on it. But you guys all know my rules that if there's issues with the map for any reason, I don't. I also want to show you guys something. Watch this. We can leave this running because I have that hooked up. Watch this little trick. This is something I don't know if many of you know. We're going to switch the sides to that. Whoops, let's turn this on. Switch the sides, and we're going to go here. I don't know if you guys know this little trick. Many of you do. Many of you don't. I'm going to do it on camera anyways. Should I show you? Okay. And then I think it's auto load. There we go. Now watch this. This way we know when our truck is full. Like if you ever stop the video or stop wherever you're playing and it's on you're on a weird you don't know which tree you left off on. Okay. This here. There we go. Now watch this little trick. Watch the truck trees. Slide them in there. Go. Now if we switch to that, it will auto load to it. There we go. Now we'll get it set up. Now you can just cut your trees and fill your truck. That way you know that when it's full. I try not to do that too often, but I only do it sometimes when I leave off. Like where I left off, I literally stopped playing right at a half an hour mark. So I was in the middle of cutting a big pile of trees. And then it just kind of loads it up there, pops it in there. Then we know exactly where we're going. That's why I set the truck up, everybody, to load one log at a time. Because I can do this. Like many trucks and auto loads, they will just go ding, 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 and they'll load it like so fast you don't know what to do. This one I set up to do one at a time. And yes, it is slower. I did that on purpose. The reason I like this Volvo, I figured out, is because you can slam the head of the harvester right to the ground, and it won't like do some stuff. It'll lift the top of it up, but it won't do much of anything else. See, and that way we know exactly when our truck is full. That's how I actually tested it, to make sure it was doing one log at a time. Now what we're going to do is there's also a fuel buy point at the shop, so we won't have to put one on our farm. So there's already one up there. So like I said, we're going to use that part up there as kind of our sheds and area for our like if we decide to have a TMR mixer in there, which I don't know. I don't think we're going to do on this one. I think we'll make bales and just mix our own. I think so. I think this will be the last tree. Now what I want to do this. Get this a little more square. And then we'll take this down and sell it. There we go. Shut that off and move this over here. And before we go down there, we're going to get rid of the stumps. That's the only reason I have this piece of equipment, because technically I don't need it. Technically I can turn it on and do the automatic get rid of the stumps, but we want to kind of somewhat be a little realistic with it. I also have edited the Trex. I don't like it to do the cut nodes when you're doing stumps. I think sometimes it's too noisy. I just like it to, there we go. And then what I do is I make sure this stays completely out of the way so we have the freedom to move around. And I think we'll make this a little bit wider. Hope you guys aren't dizzy. There we go. All right. Moving on down the road, and now we can turn around and turn the auto load off on this. There we go. Turn that. Make our donut. We're going to go right through this tree here and work our way back to the road. That's why I did it, so it has the double steering on the back so that we can do our thing. It still rocks a little bit, but it will not tip over. That part of it I'm working on. And that's because I'm cranking on the steering wheel. Like I'm literally, you know, I'm doing it to test it a little bit. So, now to let you guys know, if you're on PC, these little sections here with the big bushes in here will give you a little bit of lag. So, and plus, not to mention, there is a lot of trees. And I think this might be on console. I'm not quite sure if it is. But if it is, there is a lot of trees on there. So you want to be careful. You might want to turn your graphics down just a little bit because it tends to be a graphic count. You see how I can just whip around and forget where I'm doing and steer what I'm doing. Let's see if I can get in here. I don't like this cell point because you got to go inside the thing. In fact, let's change that. I don't like that. There. Let's get rid of this. We only made $500, but we're gonna lose $500 here real quick. We're gonna put one up that we can. You know, we could always do a firewood section. I want this one. Yeah, let's keep that like that. There we go. Just because that other one is a pain in the butt. There we go. Fixed. This cost us $500 because we lost $500, but that's so much better because now we can just change it if we want, and that's all they did here. But you can't sell logs there. That's the thing, is because the way they set the map up is originally the logs would go into the what do you call that there? Oh, the lumberjack stuff down there, and where you make planks and stuff like that. The mill, that's what it would go into, and then you would sell the stuff off that. So we want to be able to sell our logs. Let's see if we can get this one. See how it slows it down? Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, now let's cut ourselves. Try to see. Oh, we got a little bit of time. And see if we can cut some more trees. I do want to come down, I think, and maybe widen this a little bit more, just so that we can drag trees around so much. I normally wouldn't care that much about it, but I keep hitting on those trees when I try to back up the trees. Let's start like right here. See, I like this one. You slam it right to the ground and cut her. Now. But it's going to be a fun series. I'm excited about it. I've done a couple episodes on this, but usually what happens if I start a series like this on the map, you don't realize how good the map is until you played it several times. Or because usually what will happen is if you're in the middle of the cycles, and what I call it is the farm sim cycle. In other words, you know, we're going to be getting Fs22 out. We won't get a new one until Fs28. So you got 3 years, and usually if a map comes out and I'm playing on it, I just get excited about the new maps that are coming out, and that's what happened on this one. Let's face it, I got going on it, and then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah. So. And we're going to also have to go around this pad here and get rid of the logs like that. So I think what I might do is change it to 6 trees instead of 7. Even though it fits 7, sometimes the 7, it sits up like it. There's one log that sits up. But it's a challenge. I've cleared the trees. I haven't done all of them. I have done the 80,000, and we aren't even done yet. So there's a lot of trees on this map. I always suggest this if for any of you hardcore loggers and or multiplayer people, you guys could literally have probably 20 people on this map doing different things. And all just clearing. I mean, figure even if you had 3 people on this map, or even 4 people. 4 people on this map doing 4 different things, right? Each person would have to clear over 20,000 trees just to clear the whole map. And that's just and it's over 80,000 because I've had the 80,000. It was just the flat section, so it's probably closer to 100,000. So each person would have to clear 25,000 trees just to clear the map. So doing it by yourself, I wish I would have stayed on this because I would have been so far. And I'm going to do that again if we have another map. I think that's 4. If we have another map that comes out like this, or this comes to Fs22, I'm going to start a series on it and stay on it. I really like this ability to do this. And I'm like I said, I'm really hoping they don't take away the ability to build our farms. I just hope that stays. And I'm pretty sure it will, but I'm not quite sure how they're going to work on it. But I hope it stays. Yeah, that should be 5. So we're getting there. We're almost at the 140. After this load, we'll be at over 100,000, and then we will we'll be able to save up for that plow, or that what do you call that there? Bulldozer. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, just so I can like back into it along the edge of this, and I also want to put fences. So here's what we're gonna do. What I decided to do is, when we get ready to build something, I'm going to let you guys decide. Now, I'm hoping, and this is what I'm hoping, because I've done this kind of series before, where it's been for you, by you. So that's what we call this. So I've done it on Fs19, and now we're doing it again in Fs22. If you pick something that I asked you guys to pick, this one's going to be a little off because that tree is there. So let me see if I can get in here like this. Change this around. Go swing her around like this. Get her square. I won't let you pick again. And so we have to have different people do it. Unless nobody else is doing it. And then somebody else will help me build it. So in the comments, okay, I want you guys to pick. Let's put some fences around our properties. So we've got, I'll get this off here and I'll give you guys some choices. And then I'll give you 3 choices. You guys pick one of them and that'll be good. I'm not going to let you just pick whatever you want because I'm not going to download a bunch of mods for this. I already have it. Let's go here. And let's go to the construction and decoration. Okay. So you have any of the base game. Now, I don't have any mods for decorations in here at all. So this is all base game. So anybody who has the base game map, any fences or any hedges, all the way down. Now, the one thing I may have in here that you guys don't, which I didn't edit it, was I had the big cow pen, but I have it. But we can do hedges. We can do any of these fences in here. I like these here. I like these. But you guys do it, and you'll have to let me know which side that you want it on. Because I think what I want to do is, if we fence in the yard here, like if we put the fence along the road here, right, and we fence in our section over there, we're gonna have to be real strict with our headlands, if you know what I mean. We're gonna have to be like real, like watching what we do when we harvest, which is great. Or we can say it. So in the comments, what I want you guys to do is I want you to vote, and I want you to put your opinion in why. What kind of fence, why, or no fence. That's what I want you to put. And you can tell me which one it is, like 4th from whatever, and let me know that way. And if you want the fences, and we can do it. We can do it any of the fences as long as it's base game. And then, but you may not want fences, so we might just go no fences. Whoops. It's hard to see them with the grass. And I think we got them all. And we'll go sell this one. And we'll be close to wrapping up. But yes, let me know in the comments fences. And then we're going to go, when we start building the farm, I'm going to get your guys' opinion, equipment, and then I'm going to literally name that equipment after you. So if you pick it, I will say this is John's tractor, or this is Jack's tractor, or whoever it is. Or I'll probably just use your screen name. That's probably what I'll do. All right. Whatever you got your screen name at, unless I know your name, literally. Now we're going to switch sides here. I think it's on the right side anyways. Yes, we are. Perfect. Now, the other thing I did when I edited this truck is I did not, you know how when you turn on stuff and it usually turns blue? I turned it off because I think it's annoying sometimes when the equipment comes on and it's blue. But you can see how far the notages are away. That we don't even need that dozer, to be honest. I just put it in here. There's going to be several mods that I put in the game that we're going to be adding that people have asked for. Some skidders and some mining equipment that people want. And the nice thing about it is this map is going to be set up to where we can do it all. We can do it all. But yeah, I think we'll get up here. We'll sell this. And when we hit the 30-minute mark, I think a couple minutes, we'll be able to wrap this bad boy up. And it seems to be a decent speed for it, you know. And then I'll play to wherever equals out to even it. And then I may even finish it. I'll try to keep it. What I will do to compromise is I'll try to keep it to like 2 to 3 day, 3 episodes per game month. Just so that we can continue to evolve the series a little bit. $101,000. That's it already. You believe that? That's insane that we've played 2 episodes and literally within, well, about 4.5 hours in game, we got 100 grand already. And that's just, and this is on hard mode. I showed you guys. Absolutely on hard mode. And if I didn't show you, let's show you anyways. Right there. Where is it? There it is. Hard mode. Right there. So, but let's try to keep it literally to like 2 to 3 episodes per game day, so that we can continue to move the series into a new month. Except for we do have a lot of trees to cut. So our big push in the beginning will be getting this property cleaned off, so that we can have something that we can always do. And I think what I'll do is I'll put crops. Well, I'll mow it first. That's what I'm going to do. I'll mow it first so that we can get all that grass off of it. We'll mow half of it into grass, or silage, and half of it into hay, so we can get our animals started. And as we clear it, we'll start mowing. Like I'll save up and I'll buy a mower first and a tractor, and we'll mow a section and we'll turn that into silage bales. And then as we move forward, we can continue to mow. And as we get done, we'll have all that grass, and then we can put a crop in here. That way we'll have all the grass saved up, and we'll put our first cow pen in here. And then I think I'm going to do cows and sheep this time. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that. So that's where we're at right now. We can do a few more while we're waiting just a few minutes. A few more links onto this. See, it's funny because the trees, now we can start seeing the way up there. See the red roofs? We can almost see them. I don't know if you can. Let me see Streamlabs here. Let's see if I can get that in. Yep, you can see them right in through there. See the trees? That's our shop. So as we get closer and closer and closer and closer, then you guys will see it, and you'll see what my plan is. And then what we do is we just come here and we just keep going and going and going. There. So we've done, this is the second episode for this game day. We can probably do one more, and then that's it. And then next month we'll try to keep it to 2. See what I mean? And then I'll just kind of play off camera. That way we can kind of move a little bit going. But on that note, you guys know we're at the end of episode 2. You guys know how every episode ends up. We did it, guys. We made it to the end of episode 2. So please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all, and we will catch you right back here for another episode of the Empty Pockets Challenge. All right, guys and gals, keep your chins up. A lot of stuff going on in the world. Just love each other and continue to come in and see me and not have to worry about anything going on in your lives. All right, guys and gals, I will catch you on the flip side. Fury is out.